Hi, everyone. Welcome to Snowflake Summit. I'm Howard Leo, Community Manager and the leader of the Data Superheroes program. And with me today is Julie Heckman, Data Superhero, Director of Data Engineering at Right Triangle Consulting. Welcome, Julie.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
How's the Snowflake Summit conference going for you?
It's amazing.
I know, so much. It's really great to be in person, great to see all the great sessions. And obviously, we made a lot of great announcements today, a lot about Snowpark, Snowpark for Python. Just tell everyone, how are you currently using Snowpark for Python?
So I am actually a Python engineer by trade. That's how I grew up in the development world, I guess. And so there's a lot of times where I'm trying to debug something or I'm trying to automate something in Snowflake, and I struggle to write the correct SQL that I need efficiently and effectively.
We've all been there, yeah.
And so with Snowpark for Python, it is like my natural language. I just can do exactly what I need, and I can get the results that I need. And it's just so nice to be able to have those tools around Python that make the data work better rather than trying to force it into just the SQL language.
Right. And so how do you see Snowpark for Python changing the Snowflake's user base and all the use cases that are possible now?
I think you get a lot more software engineers wanting to learn about data and wanting to do data because they can use Python. Because I think SQL's great, but I don't think people see it as a true development language outside of the data community.
Right.
And so with the addition of Python, you start getting all these people that have true software engineering backgrounds or true software development, and they see it as accessible to them now and able to run the workloads that they need to run.
Great. So, all possible with Snowpark for Python. I know you were geeking out earlier about the Snowflake's data governance, the capabilities.
Yeah.
What are some of the Snowflake data governance practices that you use, and how do you tie that in with Snowpark for Python?
So in the keynote today, Frank Lutman said something about bringing the apps to the data. And I think that is exactly what is so powerful about the data governance capabilities of Snowflake, is that we're no longer saying govern the data in an application that exists outside of the data. We're actually bringing all those governance capabilities directly on top of the data with the row access policies, the column masking policies, and then putting the power of the tagging on top of that. Just makes it so incredibly powerful that you can really collaborate with the business to have them define. They can even do some of the tagging through third-party applications that integrate with Snowflake. And then the policies are written based on those requirements and maintained by the data engineers.
I mean, you wrote an entire Medium article just to plug that. All the resources that you can find for the Snowflake community, Medium, like anything you want to call out specifically from that article about the governance features, that something that you're really excited about?
I just love how, specifically in the tagging, how you can apply multiple different column types to the same tag.
Yeah.
Because I no longer care whether it's a date column or whether it's a text column. I write policies for each of those appropriate data types and then attach all the policies for different data types to one tag. Yeah. And it figures it out. It's magic. So that's one of my favorite things about how Snowflake handles it.
Okay, so for someone who is not as enthusiastic as you, and it's a good thing, but who's not as enthusiastic about governance and the capabilities there, like what's your pitch? What would you say is why it's such a game changer in Snowflake?
So it's a game changer because I think a lot of times people don't like the data team because they are like the gatekeepers of the data, right? And it's like, give me a reason to access it. Well, now you don't have to worry about that because we can put in the policies and the controls that make us comfortable, that makes corporate security comfortable, that makes the lawyers comfortable, and then people can just do what they need to with the data, which is solve business problems.
No more sysadmin rules for everyone. No nightmares like that?
No granting global access for everyone, and Aunt Susie gets a copy on her computer by accident.
Right. So we're here at Snowflake Summit. Any specific sessions, anything you want to call out that you were really excited about from the keynote, things that we announced, anything you want to share with the folks?
Yeah, I am super excited about dynamic tables. So we have been basically, I'm working at a client right now, and my partner and I have been chomping at the bit to get them to implement dynamic tables because it's going to be so amazing for them. So I'm really excited. I'm going to a session tomorrow on a deep dive into under the covers with dynamic tables to really get a better understanding of how they work and what use cases they're going to be best in. So that's, I think that's, besides all the AI stuff, which is really cool and great, and I love it.
As it should, yeah.
But the dynamic tables are something I'm super excited about that I'm going to use like next week when I go home.
Right, public preview, dynamic tables, the big announcement today. We're really excited about that. Julie, super excited to have you here. Really, this is what the Snowflake Summit's all about. And have you checked out any of the Data Superheroes? Met anyone else in person in the community?
I have, yeah. I ran into Veronica earlier. I ran into Sunny Rivera this morning. I just met a whole posse of superheroes who are preparing to give a talk. So it's been really fun to meet and interact with all the people that we see online and just kind of have that community in person.
No, that's really awesome, Julie, and we're really excited to have you part of the Data Superheroes program. Where can people find you, find the work, all the great blogs, great posts that you have? Where can they find you?
Yeah, so I'm on Medium. I think it's under Julie Loves Data, and so that's where my Medium posts are. I'm also on LinkedIn. You're welcome to connect with me. I love chatting about data. Maybe too much sometimes. Like my kids and husband are like, stop talking. So I would love to find other people to talk to you about data because, you can only talk about it so much with your family.
Are you going to any other conferences later in the year?
I don't have anything planned currently. This is I went to 3, but this is kind of my last one for the
Only
season.
3? Okay.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, who knows what'll come up? So we'll see.
No, that's really exciting. Well, for everyone else, we wish you were here at Snowflake Summit. Please check out the Data Heroes Hub, where we have a lot of amazing sessions and amazing people for you to meet. Thank you.